Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Tuesday, the 12th of April, 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we'll bring you the 5 news items that happened today that you need to know about. Let's jump into it. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 finished down almost 0.5% today to end at 7,454 points. Among the large companies, CSL, ANZ, Wesfarmers and Goodman Group, 4 companies from very, very different parts of the economy, all fell by more than 1%. James Hardie rose by more than 2%, while REA, Rio Tinto and Macquarie Group, another mixed bunch, all gained ground as well. What all that means? There wasn't any dominant theme in the market today. The worst performer was oncology group Imugene, which lost nearly 9%, and Pilbara Minerals, which was down nearly 6%. The gold miners were among the best performers. Regis Resources was up nearly 5%, while St Barbara jumped 3%, and Ramelius Resources rose 2.5%. Many commodity prices have fallen back a bit over the past 24 hours, with Brent crude trading around that US $100 a barrel. That's helped push the Aussie dollar lower, back towards 74 US cents. Story number 2, the first opinion poll released since the calling of the federal election shows that Labor holds a two-party preferred lead over the coalition of 53% to 47%. Roy Morgan research shows that primary support for the ALP was at 36% the week the election was called and 32.5% for the Liberal National Party. There was some good news for the minor parties though. Support for both the Greens and One Nation jumped. And where's the money flowing? Maybe that's a better predictor of the election outcome. Well, Sportsbet has cut the odds of the coalition winning from $3.05 a few days ago to $2.45. The gaming group said in the past 2 days, 85% of turnover had been backing a coalition win. Having said all that, Labor remains the favourite. Story number 3. The board of Pendal has knocked back the $2.4 billion bid from competitor Perpetual, saying it significantly undervalued the business. Now, no surprises there, but I dare say this battle ain't over yet. Pendal said the offer represented a nil premium on a 180-day weighted average price, though it was a 40% premium to the closing price before the bid. Pendal also announced a $100 million share buyback today. By close of business, Pendal's share price was 0.2% lower and Perpetual was down 0.4%. Story number 4. The inquiry into whether the Star is fit to hold a gaming licence continued today, and the gaming group was accused of using legal privilege to shield from AUSTRAC a report outlining money laundering risks at the group's Sydney casino. The top lawyer for the Star conceded that the privilege claim was an error. The inquiry will now call Star's top executives, including Chair and Acting Chief Executive John O'Neill, and most of its board. Remember, the inquiry initially focused on middle management. It was supposed to run for 5 days. It's blown out to at least 7 weeks. It now includes talking to the board and has the scalp of former CEO Matt Bekier, who stepped down late last month. And story number 5, some absolutely horrifying stories out of Ukraine. There was a particularly disturbing one today with war crime investigators uncovering sexual violence committed by Russian troops in Ukraine. In one case, women and girls were kept in a basement for 25 days, and when discovered, 9 of them were pregnant. Last week, Russia became just the second ever nation to be suspended from the United Nations Human Rights Council. That's it for the afternoon report for Tuesday, the 12th of April, 2022. Michael Thompson and I will be back tomorrow morning for the Wednesday edition of Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.